So before I actually start talking about why Makima is arguably one of the greatest female antagonists in Shonen, I just want to talk about the news about Chainsaw Man ending. So Chainsaw Man, from quite reliable sources, is apparently ending in a couple of chapters, and from a perspective of someone that has gotten into Chainsaw Man fairly recently, it's quite sad to see a series as good as Chainsaw Man be ending soon, because I don't know if it's just a personal thing, but I feel like Chainsaw Man, out of all current ongoing shonen manga, is the only series I see that strays away from the typical shonen plot. And don't get me wrong, I love series in Weekly Shonen Jump at the moment like My Hero Academia and Jujutsu Kaisen, but Chainsaw Man just felt like a breath of fresh air with how it pushed the boundaries of what a shonen actually is. But anyway, I think that's enough on that topic. I have a whole video on the subject of Chainsaw Man ending, so if you are enjoying what you're seeing so far, then make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave a like, because why not? It only takes like 1 second. But apart from that, let's get into why I personally think Makima from Chainsaw Man is one of, if not the greatest female antagonists in shonen. And I don't want to only say female antagonist because that's kind of sexist. Makima easily rivals many other male antagonists as well, so I think it's safe to include her with all antagonists in anime. So I'm pretty sure we can agree at the moment in Chainsaw Man, over the last few chapters, Makima has been going crazy. And the thing that really makes me respect Makima as an antagonist is because of the fact that Makima had Denji and pretty much everyone and everything in Chainsaw Man wrapped around her finger. She's the embodiment of manipulation, which fits well because Makima herself is the manipulation devil. People in Chainsaw Man are manipulated by Makima in many different ways. For example, they could be manipulated by her looks and their unusual, overwhelming sexual attraction to her, which I will never understand. But you know, Makima, from a personal point of view, like speaking from a grown-up male perspective, I don't really see Makima as like a very attractive woman, but that's off topic. Let's just get back on topic. There's no one in Chainsaw Man that can oppose her in terms of strength or influence. She's pretty much in control of everything. And when Makima doesn't like something, or she doesn't like the outcome or product of something, she just eliminates it, just like how she is currently in the manga with Denji. Makima, compared to other antagonists in Weekly Shonen Jump such as Shigaraki and Ryomen Sukuna. Actually, before I start comparing these villains, I just want to make a quick disclaimer regarding Jujutsu Kaisen and my current knowledge about the villains and even the overall series at the moment. So I've addressed this in previous Jujutsu Kaisen videos, but not many people have seen them, but I guess I'll just say it again. So at the moment, I'm waiting for the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen to finish before I continue it from the manga. So if there are any other antagonists from the manga of Jujutsu Kaisen that are better or more impactful than Sukuna, then I'm sincerely sorry, but you know, let's just carry on. But anyway, if we compare Makima to antagonists such as Sukuna and Shigaraki, they all have at least one thing in common, which is the fact that overall they are the strongest characters in their respective series. And another thing they all have in common is they all have somewhat of an influence in each of their series as well, which is expected due to the fact that they are the strongest in their series. But I feel like Makima, compared to Shigaraki and Sukuna, has the most influence in her series, which is why as an antagonist she has so much more potential to wreak havoc and show us the true extent to how much she can manipulate and control people and events that happen in Chainsaw Man. This may just be a personal preference for what makes a good antagonist, but I really like when an antagonist is good at creating a dynamic that makes it unclear where they are in terms of strength. And Makima has done that amazingly, straight up. She gave us subtle hints early on in the series that she has things that she's covering up from Denji and us as readers, but I feel like only up until like halfway through the series we even just get a glimpse of what Makima is capable of doing. And I feel like antagonists such as Shigaraki and Sukuna can't achieve this level of absolute control in their series because there's other characters in their series that are also very powerful, to the point that these said characters actually rival them in terms of strength and influence. So for example, Gojo rivals Sukuna in strength and is said to even be stronger than Sukuna. All for One still has some sort of control over Shigaraki currently in the manga, which makes me think that yeah, these guys are strong, but they're characters that are near to them in strength. And I know strength isn't everything when it comes to writing a great antagonist. Things such as influence and character traits and ideas also contribute to what makes a good antagonist. But the bottom line is, the reason Sukuna and Shigaraki at first glance seem like lesser antagonists, quote unquote, is because of their circumstances. For example, the reason Shigaraki has this crazy power is because he was given it to him by All for One. AFO still has some sort of control over Shigaraki even after he passed down the quirk to Shigaraki. And I know arguably Shigaraki was still devastatingly strong even before his All for One buff, but All for One Shigaraki is still substantially more powerful than awakened quirk Shigaraki. But anyway, Sukuna as well has to be trapped inside a vessel to actually be able to do anything, so that is an obstacle in the way of Sukuna as well. But Makima on the other hand doesn't have these obstacles to face because she is the most powerful and influential character in Chainsaw Man. So Makima doesn't have to face many challenges at all. And I feel like Makima at the moment is a good antagonist, but I feel like she definitely had so much more potential to become an even greater antagonist than she is currently. But anyway, that's all I have for this video. This video to me felt fairly brief and straight to the point, but if you did like the video, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe with notifications turned on and set to all. And apart from that, I will see you in my next video.